beware the Ghan-Kana. Many a God-fearing grandmother has warned of him to her of-age granddaughters. You can't warn the youngsters too early. After all, there is no known time he decides his prey is ripe for the picking. On the surface, the Ghan-Kana is an extraordinarily charming man with a pipe in his hand. Heed what I say, he is not so. He is a fae, but a bad one at that, the worst kind. The kind who wishes to play as fairies do, except no heeding right above wrong. He's got it the wrong way round. If there's no harming another's heart, he wants no playing. When he but touches a woman's skin, it's too late for her. Just a touch is all it takes to put her under his spell forever. On this evening, a knowing big sister or brother chortles partly with fond remembrance or nostalgia as they hear a fresh session of lecturing from the grand matriarch raining down upon a confused young'un. "The Ghan-Kana is out there," she warns. "Don't be letting me catch you out in that racy thing." "What's racy about it? It's not racy." "What does racy mean? What's racy about it? Why, I'll tell you what's racy about it. The skin. Too much of it. You've got a neckline, and your shins is out. If I can see them, he's cut their scent for sure. All that's needed is for you to turn your back, and he'll be magnetized, drawn to your little back, and you'll feel a tap of his finger upon you, and that'll be that. And when you turn around to look at him, why, you'll be slave to the Ghan-Kana." And off the young girl's excited and worried eyes, the matriarch nods gravely. Pleased that she commands the attention, she continues, "And do you think that this will end when he's gone from you one day? Ha! I wish it were so. You'll be doomed to go on wanting him forever. Past the day you die, you'll be alone. By then you've lost all your friends because of him, and your family." "Oh, no, Granny, not my family!" exclaims the little rebel. "Yes, indeed, your family too. I'm afraid it's true." "Oh, please, don't say that, Granny. What do I do?" says the maturing child. "How do I save myself from the Ghan-Kana?" "Well, you can start by revealing less," says the matriarch, "and wearing more. Next, you don't go anywhere without your brother or your sisters. He won't come near you if you aren't alone." "Oh, I will, forever and ever. I'll never be alone." Then the maturing child thinks a minute. "But what does the Ghan-Kana look like?" A moment passes across the matriarch's face. She throws her hands up exasperated and then deftly becomes incredibly serious and foreboding. Her act is interrupted by the growing curiosity of the child. "And how do I know it's him? Just so I know." The matriarch regards her, careful to make sure she strikes fear in the child's heart rather than unwittingly kindling a precarious curiosity, God forbid. She proceeds to tell the Ghan-Kana's tales of the future. "Oh, he's a looker, that one, in a strange way. Yes, he is, though he's a bit on the short side." "The short side? What do you mean? Like, a leprechaun?" "No, you little fool. Leprechauns aren't real. You think I'm here to warn you about a man not more than half a metre tall and tries to trick you out of the gold you stole from him? Ha! Well, you wish it were that. But no," she says with foreboding. "The Ghan-Kana is no leprechaun, but he's as real as my rosary. And his heart is as black as an iron skillet. He'll show you too, but he'll make you fall for him first. That's the order of it. If you don't fall immediately in love upon seeing him, just you wait. Wait until he looks into your eyes and starts to use the fork of his silver tongue." "He has a forked tongue, like a lizard?" "Yes, he does, like a snake. And you won't see it at first, until you do." No, I will never listen to him, or his silver snake tongue, no," retorts the maturing child. "I will call you there, Granny. I will, or Sean. I will call Sean. Yes, he's bigger than Da. Sean will scare him away. Oh, but take care you do. Sean would best him, says the matriarch thoughtfully. Then, oh, but take care your ears are not poisoned first. Poisoned? How would they be poisoned? By his words, my dear. By his words. They will be the most beautiful words you could imagine. He will ask you to feel sorry for him, to not mind that he doesn't have the hands of a working man, that you alone are the one he loves, that he will always be true. Oh, but listen to me. His words are as long for this world as the thin smoke of his pipe. Oh, he has a pipe? Yes, a pipe. And when he puffs it, the smell is so very sweet, it will be like breathing a kiss from the devil, it is. If it weren't for my touching his skin, I'd take that pipe of his and beat him on the conch with it, I would, said the maturing child. Then, with a calmed finality, one more question, Granny. What is he like? I should like to know, so I'm curious. So I'd like to know. The child is now sitting attentively as if anticipating story time, as the matriarch grants her one last answer. Very well. Think of the Ghan-Kana now, and be stricken in your heart with the terror at the countenance I report. She was likely aware that her audience had swelled to include siblings beyond the shut door. A granny knows this when the house turns suddenly quiet. Oh, his will be a beauty that it seems only you can see. Handsome in a strange, impish way, he would seem put together more than others, with a charm that is both beastly and yet boyish. He will want to do the devil's business with you in the worst locations and at the worst times. His smile will be beautiful and ever-present. Then he will hide it more and more from you, and you will beg to see it. You'll swear to live for it. Your friends and us will ask what you see in him. We'll tell you he's no good, and you will push us away. His hair is wonderfully coiffed, but it will come undone more and more, and though you'll see what he is, you'll be lost in his spell. His clothes are perfectly cared for, but soon there will be holes appearing, and he will ask you for money to repair them, or for to buy him more of the tobacco. But you, being yourself here with no funds, will resort to steal coin and purse when you look into his imploring eyes. One day, without warning, as you are hating and despising your growing ruin, he will vanish. He has seen to it, you losing everyone, and now you will be alone, and you will wither away, trapped within the walls of your broken heart, and then... There's a commotion in the other room. What's this? What are all you huddled by the door for? What? Speak up. Granny's talking about who? For heaven's sake. The door opens, and the matriarch's daughter, pride of her life, stands in the doorway. Mama, she says. No answer. What are you about? But the matriarch doesn't answer still. Now the child pipes up, unable to stand the dread in the room any longer. I'm not going out ever again because of the silver snake-tongued Ghan-Kana and his thin words that come out of his pipe. No, sir. Alone. Not alone. Nor being racy either. Sean will fix him. No necklines now. Following an awkward silence, she nervously throws on a shawl. Oh, come now. You don't need that. It's a warm night. Then she frowns as the child hurries out, covered in the shawl. She can be heard insisting something to her brother Sean that he is to sit next to her at dinner. Uneasy at what she sees, daughter looks at mother, who has taken a seat in her corner to continue a knitting project. Mama, what was that about? Are you telling the kids scary stories again? Oh, Mary dear. Just having some fun telling her to pay more attention to things. As the daughter leaves the room, shaking her head, not quite yielding her suspicion, she can swear she heard Mama mutter something under her breath. It sounded like, Put that in your pipe, you fork-tongued little bastard.